Hello and welcome to part 2 in this series about the barbarian skill tree. I'm not sure how many... Damn it! There we go, sorry for that. One window refused to go away for me, so I had to be a little bit mean. But no rambling this time, this is part 2. Probably be a part 3, hopefully not part 4 because that is so long. But I am limited to 15 minutes per video and I cannot really editing them right now. So yep, let's dive right into this. And the first skill we have here is weapon throw. We just went through leap attack here. So weapon throw, you throw a weapon. Very simple. You deal damage and you will actually slow them as well. Let's get things into the middle of the screen instead. There we go. Stupefy. You will actually confuse the enemy and it will attack other enemies instead. So some kind of confusion, mind controlling thing. Kind of digging that one. Because the first, I don't really like it at first, but this I like. Mighty throw, you deal more damage. Not that fun at all. Maybe good, not fun. It goes away in my dictionary. Let's go to dread shot. So let's see here. You spend all your remaining fury and deal 9% weapon damage for each point of fury. And you deal it to everything in range of the enemy as well. So kind of good. I really like that one. Start a good way, but since it is a spender, you might not be able to actually engage in that manner in the beginning. So I'm not really sure about that one either. Let's see. Ricochet, you deal damage to everything in a row. So if you come from one fight, have a lot of fury, just see them standing in line, you just throw your spear or axe or whatever it is and they will take damage. Yeah. And finally you hurl a damage with a stun chance, so screw that one. Weapon throw, not a skill I'm really looking forward to. Well, maybe good, maybe not. Doesn't really matter to me. And it's a spender as well. Here we got something. Keep them in the middle instead. There we go. Ground stomp, that is. And it is a generator and generates 15 fury, so that is quite a lot. But you cannot spam this one. 12 seconds cooldown. You dance a little and everything around you will take some damage. And of course you have to hit something. You cannot just stand in a corner and dance to get fury. You will have to be in a fight. You will have to hit something. And you may actually stun them as well. So let's see how we can alter this one. Start with deafening crash. After they recover from being stunned, they will be slowed for a while as well. So you can stomp, run if you're in danger. Very useful actually. Great utility on that one. Trembling Stomp, you deal more damage, 102% weapon damage. That is really nice. Since this is I would probably see this as a pure damage dealing skill in the beginning, so well this boosts that particular use. Foot of the Mountain, you will get 43 fury instead of 15. If you want fury fast, this is the way to go. So let's see, this one I like. Larger area and enemies will be pulled closer before a strike lands. So you pull things into your face again. Oh yeah. And finally knockback, once again you knock them away and it will take damage where they land. So I'm not really digging that one. I want my enemies in my face. If I want to keep range, I will play a character with ranged attacks instead, and I will do that. Of course, I will play all characters as much as I can. Let's see, Rend, Fury Spender, you deal damage. Strike all enemies within 9 yards, and you will deal 60% weapon damage for 3 seconds, so 180% damage in total. How can you alter this one? You can see that if enemies are killed while bleeding, everything around that will take some damage. It will begin bleeding for 100% weapon damage. Kinda good. Lacerate, I think. Oh, I'm not really sure, but yeah. You will increase the damage. So pure just boost the damage, doubling the damage. So yeah, it's good. Bloodlust. When you rend their life, you will actually get 40% of the damage down back. So this one I like. If you have a lot of things around you hitting you, you use rend. You will get life back, and it is quite a lot as well. So yeah, digging bloodlust. Ravage. Okay, so increase the range and the damage. This deals more damage. This actually is little bit less, but still more than just a vanilla rend. And okay. And finally, mutilate. Increase bleeding duration to 10 seconds. And is it that they will take 60% weapon damage every second for 10 seconds? Or will it just stretch it out that they will take 180% in total, but over 10 seconds? If I'm assuming that is that they will just take 60% per second for 10 seconds. That means that you do not need to use it as often. But, well, let's leave rend and let's move down to frenzy. This is one of my favorite attacks from Diablo 2. Wasn't always that great. You really needed that really good gear to make it work later on, but, well, I like it. I like it, and I like it a lot. What does it do? Well, you swing for 8% weapon damage, and each swing increases attack speed. And maybe you can actually use this with just one weapon, one two-handed weapon or one one-handed weapons. I'm not sure. I'm used to using it as a dual wielding, but so maybe you can just use one big pole arm as well and increase your attack speed. I would really like that idea. Even though I would prefer to use it with dual wielding, because I prefer dual wielding. Very simple logic. And you can stack it up so you can get a total of 75% attack speed. So let's move on. What can you do with it? If you kill anything with it, you will get 25% life over 6 seconds. So you will get healed when you kill. Maniac. You will actually get damage as well. And 24% per skill is decent. It will go out for 120% extra damage as well, finally. So that I dig. Smite. You might stun enemies when you attack them by calling down a bolt of lightning. Probably useful. I am not that into stunning things. You might have understood that by now, but no, wrong in my opinion. That is not because it's bad, but I do not like it. That it's simple as that. Okay, you have a 55% chance to throw a piercing axe at a nearby enemy that deals. Okay, so if this is totally random or just, well, everything in the path will take damage. This one I like as well. Not as much as I like this Maniac. Well, it is okay as well. I think this is good if there are a lot of enemies. This one is of course greater if it is just one. And finally, Relentless. This one is my favorite of these. Maybe not as useful as the others. They do not really boost your damage, but they boost your movement speed. I love movement speed. That is what I love about Frenzy from Diablo 2. You run like a maniac. So that is what I'm going for, I think. Well, let's go to Revenge. A situational skill here. Inflict 150% weapon damage and leech their life over them. 5% for each enemy you hit. and 10% chance to become active for a short time each time you're hit by an attack. So, well, if you're getting attacked, you might get might get to use that one, and it's kind of good, really good actually. And if a lot of enemies are hitting you, you will get it a lot. And the thing, if it has no cooldown, cannot see anyone, you can use it quite often as well, and it will heal you as well. So let's see, you get more critical, 27% for 10 seconds after using revenge. This one dealing more damage, a lot of damage, arrow effect damage, yeah, this one I dig. Vengeance is mine. You will get fury and get more life. So great utility. I do not see that as a skill I would use. But maybe you need it when you're going up there to hell and maybe into inferno. You might really need that kind of lifesteal. So why? Maybe. Provocation increases the chance to get to use it 31% instead of 10. If you have this one and a lot of enemies, you will probably be able to use it quite a lot. And grudge knocks enemies back. Nope, not even looking at that one. Let's see, war cry. You cry for a while. Let's see, you get 100% more armor for 60 seconds. Good skill to keep up. And it actually generates fury as well, so there's no reason not to use this one. Cannot... well, if you have it. You can only use 6 skills, so this might not be one of the 6 skills I would choose. When I'm level 60, it might be... maybe not. If I'm really... far into the game, I'm up there in the inferno because I'm playing both softcore and hardcore. In Diablo 2, almost only hardcore. You want to be able to survive. It is a very important part of hardcore, since, well, if you die, you're dead. Simple as that. So let's see, go in here, invigorate. You will get more maximum life, and you will regenerate life at a greater rate. So it's kinda like battle orders from Diablo 2, if you use this one. I like that one. The question is, does it just switch to this, or is this additional? I think this one just switches, because otherwise it would be too good. This one, more armor, kinda a lot of more. Charge increases the fury generated. Warcry also gives 27% dodge bonus. Finally, you get more resistance while using this one. And it says 80%, but if you're thinking of Diablo 2 terms, you got on normal you had 0 as a base. On Nightmare you had -40. And on Hell you actually had, I think it was -100 from the beginning. Was it 75? I think 100. I'm going to go with that, because, well, I can. This one means that, and now we have 4th level as well, called Inferno, which might be even worse in terms of resistance, which means that you might actually really need this one to get your survivability up there if you're playing hardcore. So let's see, I'm not getting any further on this video. I'll just blast. No, I will not. No time for that. So it is time to pause once again and get into video number 3, that will begin with a furious charge. See you soon.